Partners, good afternoon to everyone. We are starting now the webinar. First of all, thank you so much for joining today. We hope you are all doing well and are safe and healthy. My name is Elena Dreyer and I look after AI solutions at Ingram Micro for the Middle East, Turkey and Africa regions. And the objective of our today's meeting is to introduce a vendor, Datamatics, that we have recently signed with for the Middle East, Turkey and Africa region, and to introduce its RPA solutions and intelligent automation solutions. Our Datamatics team is with us today, and they will be delivering the product presentation. Let me introduce them. Ulas Kulkarni, the Senior Vice President for RPA at Datamatics, Swadin Mohanty, TrueBot Expert at Datamatics, and Amit Shah, Lead Manager for Partnership and Alliances at Datamatics. We will have a 45 minutes presentation and 50 minutes Q&A session. Please feel free to ask questions in our live chat. So I hand over to Datamatics team to start the presentation. Thank you.
Thanks, Helena, for the introduction. This is Amit Shah from the Alliances and Partnership team of Datamatics. Today, we will give you a rundown on the product lines of Datamatics, specifically around RPA, that is robotic process automation. Just to give you a brief about Datamatics, we are a 45-year-old organization and in India, based out in India. We have recently joined hands for expanding our market reach with Ingram Micro in the Meta region. That's the latest update from our end. Next. Hands for the expansion of our distribution agreement with Ingram Micro to promote our products for intelligent automation in the market for the Meta. Next. A quick overview on Datamatics. We are a 45-year-old organization. Strength-wise, we are 10,000 plus employees, and we have 6 offices in 6 different countries. Globally, we have 200 plus customers. On the Indian stock market, we are a public listed company. We have 4 delivery centers in different parts of the world. So this is a quick glance about Datamatics. Talking more about on the product portfolio. Next. The intelligent automation suite of Datamatics, we have 4 different products. One is the robotic process automation, that is RPA, that is TrueBot. The name of the product is TrueBot. On the intelligent data capture and processing solution, we have a product called as TrueCap Plus. For artificial intelligence, we have a product called as TrueAI. And for business intelligence and advanced analytics, we have a product called as TrueBI. So these are the 4 key products owned by Datamatics, and we have this is our own IP. We want to take our products along with your support in the market in the Meta region, and have many successful stories along with you guys. Next. Some of the benefits. Why would a partner invest time, their energy with the Datamatics. Obviously, would need to have some benefits from this partnership. So what Datamatics offers to the partners are, they'll give access to the leading products in the markets, that is TrueBot, TrueBI, TrueCap Plus, and TrueAI. We provide the tools and trainings. So we have an extensive training calendar and program running for our partners globally, where we train our partners on all the product lines. We provide them the tools required to support them, to handhold them, and to have a complete hands-on on the product. We also support, we have a complete dedicated team which can help our partners to reach out and understand the solution of the end customers. So we provide end-to-end support to our partners. On the marketing front, we, with Ingram now in the Meta region, obviously we jointly can go together to your customer base. If you need to have a roundtable conference, or if you want to conduct a webinar for your set of customers, we can provide all those marketing support. Also we can help you on the demand generation. If you need help from Datamatics, we can help you also on those lines. And obviously at the end, which is one of the most important criteria, margins, or what is that a partner is going to benefit out of the deal. I'm sure Elena and team and Ingram would be very helpful on all those lines, and we will have more successful deals with each of our partners. So these are some of the key benefits which we put on the table for our partners. I would request Mr. Allah Kulkarni to take us through the next deep dive, touch base on the RPA, and also a quick brief where Swadhin will come in with his expert on the features that our product has. So Ullas sir, I invite you for the next slides.
Hi Amit, hi everyone, Ullas here. Swadhin, you can take this section and I will pitch in a bit later, so you can start now.
Greetings of the day, ladies and gentlemen. So before we move ahead with the subsequent slides, I would like to play a small video for you, just to set a context of what exactly the tool Datamatics portfolio of tools are and how we can use them to achieve our business objectives. So I'll just run a video for you very quickly.
Datamatics TrueBot is a robotic process automation product which automates mundane, manual, and repetitive tasks. This versatile and multi-skilled bot helps improve productivity, accuracy, along with significant reduction in operational costs. When powered with artificial intelligence, it can recognize and replicate human actions, enabling the bot to become smarter. Let's take an example of one of the most time-consuming processes of addressing tax exemption requests that a bank receives, popularly known as 15G and 15H. This request comes from various channels through phone calls, physical application forms, online, and most importantly, large number of email requests. These emails come as free-flowing text where sometimes the subject line is different. Date of birth is written in a different way, or some details are missing. Banks have to review each email, collate all the relevant data, and update it on their core banking system. But with Datamatics TrueBot, it's just a few simple steps. Let's see how. TrueBot connects to the email box and through cognitive capture and natural language processing, scans for all 15G and 15H requests. It then makes a note of key parameters such as customer name, customer account number, customer ID, customer date of birth, PAN card details, which it automatically picks up from the subject line and mail content and automatically creates a report in an Excel file. Once all the data is extracted, TrueBot logs into the core banking system using its predefined credentials and executes the command for 15G and 15H, similar to what a person would do. For each customer in the Excel file, TrueBot keys in the customer account number and matches its details on the core banking system. If the details tally, it moves ahead and triggers the workflow in the core banking system to mark exemptions. It keys in the customer ID and the core banking system displays the interest earned for all the savings, FD and RD accounts. To mark exemptions, it keys in the customer name, date of birth, extracted from the email and PAN to update the record. The core banking system then displays a confirmation message at the end of the process. TrueBot reads the message and keys it in the Excel file or intermediate database before proceeding to the next customer. Any exceptions occur during the process are immediately routed to the operations team through an email alert. TrueBot also has the capability to reverse the deduction in the core banking system if the TDS is prematurely deducted. With Datamatics TrueBot, all this is possible in a matter of a few minutes. TrueBot helps you achieve almost 100% accuracy, approximately 60% improvement in productivity, 50% reduction in operational costs, and a significant ROI within the first 6 months. To know more, write to us at business@datamatics.com.
All right, so moving on, ladies and gentlemen, TrueBot is our RPA platform, which is capable of automating any processes that are mundane in nature, that are governed by certain specific business rules, that are standardized across different business domains or support areas, as well as those are repetitive in nature. As long as we identify such processes, TrueBot can play a very significant role in automating those processes and thereby achieve significant ROI. Just to give you a brief about what RPA is all about, robotics process automation is just a computer software which mimics the actions of business users, which otherwise they were doing it in a manual manner. So all those processes that are, to reiterate, all those processes that are repetitive, rule-based, which involves multiple application platforms, entities, environments. So as long as these processes are governed by specific business rules, these can be automated using RPA platforms, and Datamatics has its own indigenous set of tool, which is known as TrueBot, which help businesses achieve immense ROI out of these automation objectives. Now, moving on, these products are as a matter of fact, the RPA platforms are pretty much, I would say, pervasive in nature in terms of the acceptance of such products are concerned in the market space. Similarly, TrueBot is quite advanced in its, in the way businesses have, accepted this particular tool. And the reason being, using this particular comprehensive platform, we are able to achieve significant accuracies in building or accomplishing the business objectives of a particular process, which may or multiple processes which which span across different support systems or departments for that matter. Thereby, it helps reduce operational costs for our businesses. Now, if we use this tool, it is governed by the underlying business rules, and there are no other interventions over there. Hence, along with accuracy, the speed of accomplishing the end-to-end execution of the process also is faster as compared to if it is being done in a manual manner. Then the most important part, that is known as compliance, as this particular tool is quite flexible and can be deployed across different business or industries. It could be banking, it could be healthcare, it could be manufacturing, which each of these industries having their own set of regulatory policies, compliances to adhere to. Hence, as long as we have identified them and have encapsulated them in our automated process, the compliance aspect of the automated process is 100% there and bang on, I would say. And as we achieve accuracy, we achieve faster execution, compliance. Hence, it improves and increases the overall productivity of our departments, as well as as well as all the other support systems within the organization at an enterprise level. Now, I spoke about this particular slide wherein our tool TrueBot is pretty much capable enough of handling processes that are complex in nature, that involves volumes of data to be processed or information to be processed, certain validations that are needed that could also be done, and these all involve multiple systems, environments. It could be a SAP environment, application, could be Oracle for that matter. It could be a Citrix-based application, a virtual environment, I would say. Legacy systems can also be involved. So overall, in order to achieve significant ROI and a successful digital transformation for our departments within the business, this particular tool is capable enough to help achieve all these individual objectives for the department users. Now, as we move along in our digital journey for our businesses, it becomes imperative that end-to-end automation of our processes are achieved. While RPA forms one of the key areas of automation, but then there are complementary technologies in the AI space, which along with other key tools like data capturing tool or document capturing tool, or for that document processing tool, as well as tools that help us achieve certain kind of advanced analytics. So combination of all these tools help achieve end-to-end automation and in a holistic manner for the organization. And primarily, this is what I was speaking about. I hope you can see my screen. I'm on the 11th slide. This is where Datamatics has a lot of intelligent automation tool suites, which are all proprietary in nature as far as Datamatics is concerned, wherein we achieve not only capturing certain information from certain documents or from certain sources that we handle on a day-to-day matter, but also we can perform certain validations as well as derive intelligence and analytics out of it. So that is where we as an organization not only provide the entire tool suites to you, but also provide implementation services which helps achieve all the prerequisites of entire ecosystem of automation for the businesses. Now these are, I'm on the 12th slide, and these are just a non-exhaustive and indicative list of the processes that can be automated using our RPA platform, that is TrueBot, along with the other capabilities that Datamatics has to offer. But having said that, there are other processes in different industry domains. It could be healthcare, manufacturing, retail, so on and so forth, apart from banking, BFSI. Which can be automated using the tools that Datamatics has to offer, as long as they adhere to this, fundamental need of, automating a particular process. Now, just to summarize my narration over here, Datamatics, we spoke about TrueBot, which is our RPA product in the offering. TrueCap Plus is the intelligent data capture tool, which works on various digitized documents, which helps capture information in an intelligent manner. This is a complementary tool to TrueBot, which helps document processing, which otherwise was a very tedious task. It makes this process very, I would say, optimal, as well as helps businesses achieve the desired objectives. Now, the third tool that we have to offer is known as TrueBot Neuro. This is our offering in the artificial intelligence space, which has its capability in providing, capability, I would say, providing services in text analytics, pattern analytics, pattern detection, data mining, and if we have to identify certain anomalies in certain large complex processes, that is where TrueBot Neuro becomes extremely useful in helping our business achieve the or derive the key intelligence out of those processes using big data. And the third and the fourth and the last tool set that I wanted to highlight is known as TrueBot Analytics. This is our offering in the analytics space, quite an advanced tool, which helps not only in data visualization, but also provides certain advanced analytics capabilities to businesses. So the essence of this slide is that all these products can work in an independent manner, as well as in a coherent and an integrated manner, based on the different business needs of automation, and thereby achieve optimal level of, I would say, return on investment for the businesses, as it has been envisaged at the beginning of any project or an engagement that a business undertakes. I would pause here for a moment. I would wait if there are any queries. Otherwise, we can move ahead. All right. So now, as a part of this your webinar, we are trying to focus largely on our RPA offering, which is known as TrueBot. While, as I had mentioned, TrueBot is our RPA tool, which is capable of automating any processes that are governed by certain business rules, that are repetitive, that are voluminous in nature, and are prone to human interventions. So this particular slide is a depiction of the holistic architecture at a broader level of how TrueBot interacts with the other tool suites that we have to offer. But then again, I'll try to focus more on the different components of TrueBot. Now, if you can see at the middle row, TrueBot primarily consists of three different components. That is the designer. You can see on the left hand side, designer is that desktop-based application or component of TrueBot, which any business user with minimal computer experience or developer experience can actually use this to design their automated process. This has a universal recorder which can record which has the intelligence to traverse across different applications. Could be mainframe, could be Citrix, could be any web-based applications, desktop-based applications, if you can see at the top, to not only read and extract information, but also perform certain validations as per the necessity of the particular process. Moving on, the second most important component is known as TrueBot Cockpit. This is where the entire management and control of the process can be done by the department within the business or multiple departments at an enterprise level. So this forms the heart and soul of any process that is getting automated at an enterprise level for the business. Now, any process that is designed using the designer has to be published or hosted onto the cockpit from where it is getting managed. Now, the third most important component, I would say, are the bot stations. These are nothing but the end user infrastructure. This could be a laptop, could be a desktop, could be a virtual machine or a cloud machine, from where all the processes that has been automated using the designer can be executed just at a click of a button, and the entire end-to-end execution of that process or the activities within that process will get executed at in a much faster and in a seamless manner. Now, as I had mentioned earlier, there are other tool sets. We spoke about TrueCap Plus, True AI or TrueBot Neuro. We spoke about True AI. So all these tools complement TrueBot in helping it achieve the end-to-end objectives of our departments of our business. So moving on, TrueBot, it's quite an advanced tool in the offering. It has multiple features pertaining to the designer, cockpit, and bot stations. It consists of key features and unique ones, which are quite competitive, in the market space. I can speak about a couple of key features over here, just in the interest of time. So universal recorder, as I had spoken, I reiterate this is very important for all of us here that using this particular recorder, a business or a business user just has to record travels across any application that are involved in a particular process. Just record those activities and put it in a visually looking workflow on the designer pane. And the rest of the designing is done, and just at a click of a button, the entire process can get executed. The next important feature is low code and rapid development. Not only universal recorder, TrueBot also has different more than 300 components in its kitty, wherein we can use them to automate different elements that we use in a process. It could be an Excel sheet. A process might involve working with emails, Excel sheets, .csv files. A process might also involve working with some Citrix environment, any databases, any shared folders, some kind of OCR activity. So all, one doesn't need to basically, go and create or develop any codes for designing an automated process. We just have to use this reusable components, drag it and drop it on the designer pane, and the entire solution can be achieved very smoothly. Now there are other features like dynamic bot station selector, proactive health monitoring, inbuilt ROI calculators. These are very important and very differentiated solution that TrueBot has to offer. I'm sure once we get a chance to speak one-on-one on a different forum, we would be very pleased to help you understand all the nuances of all these features that TrueBot has to offer. Now, as I mentioned, where TrueBot fits the bill. So basically, any process, be it of low complexity or a very complex process, they involve, working with mail servers, working with any ERP applications or web applications, and those applications might have certain forms in it. They might have access to certain databases, and those are all driven by certain businesses. So the point I'm trying to drive across over here is that all these elements that are used in a process can be automated using TrueBot, using its reusable components that we have to offer. And from a business user perspective, I don't really have to spend a lot of time in designing these processes. We use the universal recorder and the reusable components to create an automated foolproof process, which earlier was done in a manual manner. Now, before I move on, I would like to run another video and wherein we demonstrate one of the use cases wherein we have done one of the case studies, I would say, which we are executed and which we are undertaken for one of our clients, global client. So the video is quite self-explanatory and it will help you understand what exactly TrueBot has to offer.
Welcome to Datamatics. This video highlights how robotic process automation helps businesses automate rule-based, repetitive, and tedious processes. Let's show you an example of how a transportation and logistics company has reaped benefits through RPA. On a daily basis, the company receives approximately 300 to 400 Excel files on email from multiple vendors for processing fuel consumption payment. It manually processes each file, which is a time-consuming and error-prone activity that impacts speed and hinders scalability. TrueBot Datamatics RPA solution has helped the company cut down processing time by 80% and at the same time ensure 100% accuracy. Let us see how. All the incoming emails with attachments are received in a dedicated email box on the designated computer. On clicking the email download button, the application segregates the emails as accepted and rejected. The emails are rejected in case the attachments are password protected or they don't have the required columns and data. They also fall in the rejected category if they have valid Excel data but is not intended for the said company, or if the emails have no attachment. For each rejection, TrueBot sends an email reply to the supplier through a predefined format mentioning the reason for rejection. For each accepted and rejected email, the application downloads the attachment in accepted and rejected folders, respectively, with a suffix of current date and time. Now, on clicking the validation button, the application reads each Excel file from the accepted folder and checks availability of the required data or fields in the file. If all the columns are available and if there is no data missing within the columns, it is considered as accepted and validated. It is important to note that TrueBot can handle multiple complex file formats and does not even need a template or fixed format. Further, TrueBot converts the validated data into a standard file format and saves it into the successfully processed folder with the current date and time. Files that are not valid and do not contain the required fields are moved into the exception folder and treated as a separate workflow. It is used to upload the data into the enterprise's fuel upload log system for further processing. Now, on clicking the prod upload button, the application opens the URL of the enterprise's fuel upload log system in Internet Explorer. It then populates the data from all formatted files hosted in the successfully processed folder into the enterprise system for further payment processing. With Datamatics TrueBot, the process owner can effortlessly achieve this two-way communication between two systems, that is, the enterprise system and Excel files. Here, TrueBot reduces the cycle time by 86%. Similar results can be achieved in many other repetitive processes across different sectors. To know more how Datamatics TrueBot can help you, write to us at business.
All right. So we saw how we had undertaken this project to help one of our global customers achieve automation through using this particular tool. Similarly, this slide depicts our I would say collaborative achievements with our customers, which span across different industries and process areas, wherein we had pitched in with our capabilities to help them automate their processes, which was earlier driven with by certain business challenges and bottlenecks. However, we brought in our product suites, primarily TrueBot and the other complementary technologies, to help them achieve their RP objectives, thereby achieving these individual post-RP ROIs for the organizations. So having said that, this is a non-exhaustive list of case studies that we are depicting over here. But if there are any specific requirements to with regards to any particular industries, we would be happy to discuss with you at large in detail about the different processes that we have automated for you for the different customers of Datamatics. Now, these are some of the key analyst recognition that we have received over since we have started working in this domain. So key industry analysts like Gartner, Everest Group. Then we have Nielsen Hall. There's also Forrester and IDC, which may not be a part of this list. But all of these key industry analysts have recognized TrueBot and have our product has been featuring in their reports consistently over a period of time. These are some of the recognitions that we have received from different industry bodies that are present in the entire IT ecosystem. And moving on, this is again a non-exhaustive and indicative list of the customer testimonials that we have received, wherein we have executed many complex processes for these customers at a record time frame. So with this, I complete the presentation about TrueBot. Now I would request Mr. Ulhas to to pitch in and highlight our key service offerings in terms of the hyper automation journey that we help our existing clients in achieving. This is very important for us because as the world of IT automation is getting evolved, there is a pressing need for all the businesses to strongly integrate all the IT systems that are present within the ecosystem of the businesses in a very coherent manner, so that ultimate objectives and optimal output are achieved. So I would hand over the platform to Mr. Ulhas Kulkarni. Ulhas, I request you to kindly throw some light on the hyper automation experience that we have had.
Sure. Thanks, Swadhin. Thanks, and thanks everyone.
Thanks everyone for your time so far.
Are you able to hear me properly, Swadhin? Am I audible properly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Thanks for that. So we have seen Swadhin has great. So we have seen that Swadhin has walked us through the suite of products, automation product that help us to automate business processes throughout the organization. Along with having strong tools and products to do that, it is equally important to handhold and take the client through a right path for automation journey so that it happens in a proper way with a strong foundation and with the right pace, so that you get the required returns from the investments that are being made in the entire automation program. And the hyper automation is, you must have heard that, which gives us a right approach for any enterprise to run their automation program in the best possible way and to get the maximum returns out of that. So typically we have seen that the entire life cycle of automation, there are certain key things which are important, basic things which are important, and that's where our services help our clients in achieving that. So basically, first we start, if the client is in the initial stage of the automation, nothing done so far, then we basically handhold them in building their roadmap for automation journey. Now, when you are doing in an automation program, there are certain things which are extremely important, the basics, which if they are not followed properly will not give you the required returns. One is that basically the automation should be an enterprise-wide program rather than being done in certain pockets of the organization, because that's where it will not give you the required returns. So in the roadmap building activity, we ensure that it becomes enterprise-wise activity at the client level. The required people, we involve the people from all the department in this roadmap building activity. We provide them the required knowledge in terms of what automation we are speaking about. We provide them the required hands-on case studies from our other experiences in the same domain, so that the key people are not only understanding what the automation I'm sorry, what automation is, but are able to build the confidence that yes, automation can give the required benefits, and let's go with that. And that's not an easy activity if not done in a systematic way. It might take pretty long time and delay the entire automation program. So when we are speaking about building automation roadmap, we ensure that we are helping the client to involve people from entire enterprise. We are able to spread awareness throughout the enterprise. And then jointly sitting with them, we are basically building the inventory of candidate processes which can be automated. Let it be a laundry list of processes. Even for a small organization, if you do that properly, it's very common to get about 70, 80 or close to 100 processes. And then at the end of it, we build a roadmap keeping the entire enterprise-wide view in mind, so that we are able to not only build the list of candidate processes, but prioritize it by considering the business benefits of interest for the entire organization. And believe me, that needs expertise which we offer in our service for roadmap building, and something which might not even happen in many months, we can help them achieve in few weeks. So typically, this is one offering of helping them building the automation roadmap. Next stage is basically we split the activities in multiple tracks. On one track, we take certain set of initial processes, which generally would be low-hanging fruits, which can be automated faster and show the returns coming to the organization, because it's always good to see the success for building the confidence of the entire organization. So in the next stage, on one track, we will pick up certain simpler processes. Implementation services are what we offer, wherein first set of easy processes with high returns are implemented, so that it helps in internal selling by the stakeholders within the organization and establishing the confidence, which definitely helps to take the automation program on a faster track. Side by side, our intention is to make client independent, so that they are not always dependent on us for their automation program. So we help them in building center of excellence. These two activities, they happen side by side. So while we are automating certain set of initial processes, which could be 5, 10, 15, 20 based on the situation, we help them build their own center of excellence, who has the required skills to handle the entire automation program, to take the program further by automating more and more processes, by identifying them on their own without having to bank on us, basically. So in this stage, we do implementation, we provide center of excellence, and once the client has established the center of excellence, then they are in a stage where they are totally independent to run their automation program independently. So I have taken this at a very high level. So during this entire process, it is extremely important to involve right people, and that's where our services, they help in taking the automation journey in the right way. Now you have seen that our suite of products are not only RPA, it is RPA, it is intelligent data capturing, it is artificial intelligence, it is business intelligence. So all these components together help in achieving hyper automation. So here, just to summarize at high level, I mean, I can dive deeper on case by case basis, one-on-one with you. But then apart from having strong suite of products that you have seen, we back it up with strong services throughout the entire automation program lifecycle, and it ensures that we handhold the client and to help them to achieve the maximum possible benefits by doing it in a systematic way, working with them. And towards the end, we ensure that they become self-sufficient to take the program further on their own with bare minimum dependence on us, actually. So that's what I wanted to highlight at high level. In case if there are any queries related to the services, hyper automation, or the product suite that Swadhin covered, we would be glad to answer that, actually.
Thank you very much for the presentation. Really appreciate it. I think right now we start the Q&A session, and we have already a couple of questions from our attendees. The first one is, can you cite an example for each 4 tools? I assume here we talk about the TrueBot Designer, TrueBot Cockpit, and a couple of others. I assume, can you maybe give a bit more insight about these tools?
Definitely. Swadhin, do you want to take that or should I?
Yeah, sure, Ulas. So this is a good question. So basically, just to reiterate, the 4 different tools that we spoke about, TrueBot being our RPA platform. Now, any tools that, if I have to speak about TrueCap Plus, any activity or processes that involve working with documents that are digitized in nature, wherein we have to extract certain information out of that, let's say an invoice document or a PO for that matter, which generally digitized in nature. We receive it in a PDF format at most of the times for different businesses. So extraction of information from those documents in an intelligent manner, this can be done using TrueCap Plus. We can have separate sessions on TrueCap Plus and discuss a lot about this product, which has certain pre-processing and post-processing techniques, I would say, or intelligence within itself, which works on the image quality and perform certain validations on the information present on those digitized documents, which thereby at the end of the process helps extract those informations in a much optimal and intelligent manner. Now, the third product that we spoke about is TrueBot Neuro. Now, TrueBot Neuro or True AI, this is our offering in the artificial intelligence space. So any business process, let's say I'll give you an example in the healthcare domain. This is what I recall right as of now. So when we work on health insurance processing, there are a lot of anomalies that can crop up during processing of these information, from different patients who are trying to claim the health insurance from the health insurance provider, right? So we have all the big data or the large chunk or large information data set with us, but then deriving intelligence out of that, using natural language processing or pattern detection out of that, and then enabling the business flag the anomalies that are present in this particular process. So that is where TrueBot Neuro as our artificial intelligence tool comes into the picture and helps businesses achieve their objectives. So that was just an example, but again, anything that has to do with text analytics, pattern analytics, computer vision, NLP, for that matter, in the artificial intelligence space, TrueBot Neuro is our platform which helps achieve desired objectives for the envisaged process automation. Now, TrueBot Analytics, so any kind of, this is again our offering in the analytics space. By that I mean, if we want to derive any predictive analysis of the information that a certain system has to offer, any dashboard view of what exactly entire ecosystem of the process entails, then any kind of advanced analytics for that matter, or data visualization, that is something which can be done using TrueBot Analytics. So these are the 4 different tools that Datamatics has to offer apart from the other tools. But again, we wanted to highlight these primary and important tool sets to you. Hope that answers your question, ladies and gentlemen. If there are any follow-up questions, I'll be happy to take it up.
Thank you very much. We have a few more questions. The next question is, how does TrueBot compares with other competitors like Automation Anywhere? So maybe you can give the key differentiators.
Okay. As you might be aware that there are many RPA product companies or organizations which provide RP services or products to the different businesses. It could be Automation Anywhere, or for that matter UiPath or Blue Prism. I would rather put things into perspective over here, that every product, including TrueBot of Datamatics, are designed with a different set of underlying architecture. Although the end objective of achieving business process automation is being done by all these products, yet the approach to designing and developing automated process in an optimal manner varies from each product in the market space. Having said that, TrueBot is quite a competitive product which has a lot of differentiated features in the offering, and without dwelling much into that, I would rather focus on the end-to-end services that we at Datamatics have to offer. While the likes of Automation Anywhere or UiPath have certain products to offer or modules in the automation space to offer, but we at Datamatics provide you a comprehensive solution wherein we not only provide the licenses of these products, but we also have the expertise of implementing these processes, automated processes in the periphery of the businesses, so that the end-to-end automation is accomplished successfully. And I can say that in confidence because we have 45 years of lineage with us, wherein we started our journey implementing small back-end processes, and with that we graduated to working on implementing more complex processes using our tool sets and leveraging our implementation expertise along with it. So this I would rather call it as a differentiator, and request Ulhas to add to it.
Sure, Swadhin. So just to add to what Swadhin mentioned, yes, all RPA products or product suites have different background and developed over a period of time. The background of TrueBot suite is basically it's been developed over almost 2 decades of experience we have in this domain. Datamatics has been providing business process outsourcing services to global clients for more than 2 decades now, and being a strong IT company, we have been providing better and better productivity and efficiencies by automating end-to-end business processes basically. So this suite of product that's been developed is based on our experience of last 2 decades. And we have been doing this RPA and everything much before these terms got coined. It's just that now, since this entire end-to-end automation solution has been split into multiple products called RPA, AI, and other things, and that's when we split our solution built over last 2 decades into different products. So point I'm trying to highlight is there's a long history and genesis of this product. It's been developed over practical industry experience of 2 decades. And of course, every products would have their advantages, disadvantages, but same way, our product is also tested in the industry for close to 2 decades and getting upgraded regularly based on the requirements and pace of the market.
Oh, thank you very much. We just jump very quickly to the next question. What is the licensing model do you offer?
So Amit, would you like to take it?
So I can take this. This is Murli here. So sure. What we offer is basically 3 components. One is a cockpit, a designer, and a bot station. And we also offer both attended and unattended bots. This is very typical to any industry standard. And on the data capture side, we offer machine specific license, and it's not tied down to the number of pages for data capture. And what we're also offering is a starter pack, which has a designer, which has a cockpit and a bot station. And in the next week or so, we're going to come out with a few very competitive combo packs for 5 bots, 10 bots, and 15 bots, which will be very useful for large conglomerates to procure and consume. And again, the bot station is not tied to a particular machine. It is basically a runtime license.
All right, thank you so much. And I think we have the last question for today. What type of training will be offered for the product? So I assume here the training for the partners or maybe for the end users.
Yes, of course, we believe that our partners should have a complete, thorough, hands-on knowledge on the product. So we will provide, we have regular trainings happening on the product. We have a learning management system on the product where self-training can be done. Then in addition, we have training sessions on demand available online where you can register and get it take the training at your convenience. In addition, we run certain regular trainings as well. So a lot of options are there for our partners and our team members to learn the product, and those we can share. Idea here is basically for you to be comfortable with the product so that you are able to explain that properly to the prospects.
All right, thank you very much. I think it was the last question for today. And if there are no more questions, I would like to thank you, our Datamatics team, for the presentation today. And I would like to thank you all the partners who joined today for the live webinar. And I think we will have such a webinar recorded and to be sent to you so that if you missed something, you can have a look on this later. If you have any further questions or interests, please feel free to contact me on my email or phone. And thank you and have a nice day today.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.